The Versys 650 story has been so interesting. When they launched the motorcycle at that price, I asked the question, how did they do it? But looking at Kawasaki's after sales and service, my question is, why do they do it? But today Kawasaki wants to add another page to the Versys story. Today I'm going to spend some time with the 2022 Versys 650 and I'm going to find out two things. Are the changes done to the motorcycle enough, and do those changes make the Versys 650 still a worthy buy? Let's find out. Today's motorcycles are required to deliver more in tough conditions. At the center of it all is engine oil, which ensures the performance stays consistent throughout. ELF has over 50 years of extensive experience in motorsports. Through this, they have derived formulations that balance efficiency and performance even in the most advanced bike engines. PD recommends ELF, whose advanced range of engine oils offer protection and performance for your engine. I'm going to talk about the changes first before we move on to other things. Number one is going to be this windscreen, and it is now adjustable. For me, I think the one that I've experienced on the Multistrada V4S in terms of how easy it is to adjust it, I think no manufacturer has come close to that. This right here as well, there is a lever that you have to push downwards and then manually adjust the screen like the way I'm showing here. It's not the smoothest operation, but nevertheless, Kawasaki is still offering you that option of adjustability. Next, we finally have levels of traction control, 2 levels of traction control, and you also have the ability to completely kill it off. Now, this obviously makes it at par with what the V-Strom has to offer. V-Strom's feature of having a traction control made that a slightly better bike, amongst other things. But now Kawasaki has sort of matched that as well. About switching traction control off, I'm not really sure if you want to do that on the Versys because you've got road tires, 17-inch front, 17-inch rear, and alloys as well. So I don't know if the idea of going off-road or even soft-road for that matter is as enticing as maybe some of the other off-road friendly motorcycles that we have in the market. The third thing that I want to talk about is going to be the screen. It is completely digital, and that's a huge improvement, and that's the screen that you see on the latest Kawasaki models as well. It comes with Bluetooth connectivity. Unfortunately, there is no navigation, and I really wish for a tourer, I think navigation obviously becomes an important part of the package. So I hope Kawasaki adds that in the near future as well. Finally, I'm going to talk about the colors. I think green obviously is such a Kawasaki thing, and you see that, but I wish that green was there by the plenty just to make it look a little more Kawasaki. All of these changes make the Kawasaki Versys dearer by 21,000 rupees. But wait, there's more. I'm convinced that the ADV format is the format to buy, especially the sport ADV side of things, because it is just so versatile. Now, personally for me, the one thing that differentiates a sport ADV from an off-road ADV, one amongst other things, is obviously going to be that 17-inch rim. It makes the motorcycle just handle a whole lot better. Now, when you move on to the ride quality, and ADV is supposed to have some really nice suspension, the Versys 650 has that. Handling, like I said, the Versys 650 handles really well. Ergonomically as well, look at how comfortable I am. It's so comfortable that I can honestly, personally pull off one full tank without stopping. And when you pair performance to this package, I mean, there's a reason why Kawasaki has not done a lot of changes to this bulletproof 650cc engine, because there's essentially nothing wrong with it. So in that sense, when you put everything together, this feels so nice. In a day and age where motorcycles are getting expensive, yes, there is no greater truth than this. Kawasaki has managed to hike the price of this motorcycle by only 21,000 rupees. I don't know how they do it. I really have no idea how they do it. But when you try to put it in a corner against competition, the first thing that will come to your mind is the V-Strom 650. Is the V-Strom a better motorcycle than the Versys? I don't think so. It's a different flavor. What about the CB500X? Why is the 500 so expensive in the first place? And finally, what about the Tiger 660? Well, for me, it's a motorcycle that does not work, but if it works for you, please test ride and decide. So, the Versys 650. My God, it is such a pleasant, such a nice motorcycle ride. It is not extraordinary, but it does everything really, really well. So does this motorcycle make sense in the year 2022? It definitely does. But what's next for the Versys? I think Kawasaki should just go all out and try setting a new benchmark. For people who want to upgrade from a 250 or even a 390, they should look at the Versys and say, this is the motorcycle that I want to upgrade to. Thank you so much for watching this review of the Versys 650. I really want to do a travel story with this motorcycle. So if this video gets 5,000 likes, I will do it. I promise. Thank you once again. My name is Varun Painter and I will see you on this motorcycle later.